Have you ever felt like you're being pulled in a million different directions? Like you're constantly needed, constantly on call, constantly giving? That's the reality for millions of caregivers around the world. They dedicate their lives to caring for loved ones, often sacrificing their own well-being. But you can't pour from an empty cup. To care for others, you must first care for yourself. This essay is dedicated to all the caregivers out there. You are the unsung heroes, the pillars of strength. We see you, we appreciate you. Your well-being matters. Caregiving is demanding. It requires immense strength. It's easy to get caught up in the tasks and worry, but neglecting your needs can lead to burnout. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. When you prioritize your well-being, you're better equipped to handle challenges. You have more energy, patience, and compassion to give. Caregiving can be incredibly rewarding. There's a special kind of love and fulfillment that comes from caring for someone in need. But it's also important to acknowledge the challenges that caregivers face. The demands of caregiving can be overwhelming. Long hours, sleepless nights, and the emotional toll of witnessing a loved one's struggles can take a toll on even the strongest person. It's common for caregivers to experience feelings of isolation, frustration, and guilt. Many caregivers juggle multiple responsibilities. They may have jobs, families of their own, and other commitments on top of their caregiving duties. This constant juggling act can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's crucial for caregivers to recognize that they're not alone. Millions of people understand the challenges they face. There are resources available to help, and seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Self-care isn't a luxury. It's a necessity, especially for caregivers. It's about prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental health so you can be the best version of yourself, both for yourself and for those you care for. When you're feeling depleted, it's harder to provide quality care. Your patience wears thin, your energy levels plummet, and your own well-being suffers. This is why self-care is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation that allows you to continue giving without completely burning out. Think of it like this. You can't keep pouring from an empty cup. You have to refill your own cup before you can continue to fill the cups of others. Self-care isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, although those can be nice too. It's about making conscious choices that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Section 4. Recognizing the warning signs, burnout, and stress in caregiving. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged exposure to overwhelming stressors. It's a common experience for caregivers who often face intense demands and emotional strain. Recognizing the warning signs of burnout is crucial for preventing it from escalating. If you're experiencing any of the following, it's time to prioritize self-care. Feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally drained, even after resting. Feeling emotionally numb, withdrawn, and cynical towards the person you're caring for. Feeling inadequate, like you're failing as a caregiver and experiencing a decline in self-esteem. Stress is another common challenge for caregivers. The constant worry, lack of sleep, and emotional toll can manifest in physical symptoms like headaches, muscle tension, and digestive issues. Section 5. Replenishing your practical tips for self-care. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even small acts of self-care can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Here are a few practical tips to get you started. It's okay to say no. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Learn to set healthy boundaries and prioritize your own needs. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to family, friends, support groups, or professionals. Sharing your burden can lighten the load. Be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can in a challenging situation. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would offer a loved one. Section 6. A personal story. Finding balance in the midst of caregiving. I remember caring for my grandmother with Alzheimer's. I was so focused on her needs that I neglected my own. A friend reminded me I couldn't pour from an empty cup. She encouraged me to take time for myself. It made a world of difference. By taking care of myself, I had more energy and compassion. Remember, Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you prioritize your well-being, you're better equipped to handle the challenges of caregiving and provide the best possible care for your loved one. What are some of your self-care tips? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.